All right, y'all look at the thumbnail. We got your boy Plot Armor, and this is SAITAMA broke the universe. It's over, done. It's a wrap. One Punch Man. Let's get it, bro. Let's check this out, bro. Y'all already know we already went over it, but you know, let's check this. Y'all already know. Let's just hear his.
Finally, my friends, with this game-changing chapter.
Look at my boy. Look at GODGOTHAM on the pole. See, when I saw this right here, bro, I already knew it was like, yeah, it's pretty much over. You could tell he's at the spot, bro. He's at the sunny spot. Man, I'm just looking at the pose and all that. I'm like, yeah, he over there. He's there. Just by looking at this cover, bro, I'm like, yeah, he's there. SAITAMA there. It's over.
It looks like we are free at last from the seemingly endless redraw chapters.
Now, let's look at it now.
The cover page of One Punch Man Chapter 201, titled Lights Out, features SAITAMA.
SAITAMA is on the pole, bro. Murata drew this good, bro. SAITAMA is on the pole, bro. He is on the pole, man. I knew when I saw this cover right here, bro. I was like, yeah. All right, R.I.P. to my GOAT. R.I.P. to the GOAT, man.
Standing tall on top of a utility pole, Blast just showed up and gave the Heavenly Ninja Party a beatdown. Violent Force croaked that even if they're defeated, there's nowhere left for their enemies to run. He let Blast know that ever since he wounded that man 15 years ago, the monster had been receiving medical treatment, and now he has finally returned. That's right.
See, when I saw SAITAMA on the pole, I knew SAITAMA was over him somewhere, bro. That's why I like, it's over with, bro.
The ultimate ninja at the pinnacle of the assassination world, who rules from the shadows in secret. Apparently, he's killed more than 100,000 people, and that includes high-profile cases. Now, considering the fact that all of the shinobi are at least S-class level, some of those notable figures might have actually been pretty strong. Violent Force was confident that their nefarious leader was probably lying in wait at Sonic's hideout, waiting for them to return victorious. And that man's design hasn't been changed from its gnarly, monstrous look. Force told them to be his guest and go to their doom. Soon, the fools would realize that it would have been better to die here instead. Blast turned his attention skyward. He had a hard time finding the right words before slamming his fists together. As it turns out, he has something to show them. All of them. Blast teleported himself, Rover, and all the ninjas to Sonic's hideout. There,
look at my GODGOTHAM, and then you got my boy Empty Gold. Look at your boy Rover, bro. Come on. R.I.P. to my boy, bro. R.I.P. to my boy. It's over with.
SAITAMA was just chilling in front of a ninja-shaped imprint. He greeted Blast while petting Rover. He was surprised to see the old guy show up so quickly. Sonic called out to SAITAMA while Flash was too confused to speak. Everyone took a moment to process the fact that that man was taking a dirt nap in the middle of the road. Blast couldn't blame them. Not long ago, he felt the exact same way. Blast actually showed up here a little while ago and realized that SAITAMA made it to the location before him.
Too fast.
Now we have solid confirmation that Blast knows that SAITAMA is really strong.
Hey, it is what it is.
Ignoring one of the redraws, we had no way of knowing if or how much Blast remembers from the alternate future SAITAMA saved the world from. And I don't think he knew SAITAMA was overpowered until now. Honestly, he's handling it pretty well. I wonder what it would take for him to have a stronger reaction. Flashy Flash looked down in disbelief. He had to ask, did SAITAMA kill the guy? SAITAMA was as nonchalant as ever.
Nah.
Couldn't exactly say for sure, but he doesn't think he did.
Well, see that's fun. He's not. See, that is a good sign because he still got the swords with him. But still, they probably gonna go ahead and they probably gonna see. We gotta see what's gonna happen in the next one, bro. Cause he might take him. They might go ahead and take him to the lab now, bro. Cause right now, we just gotta see how they're gonna play out, bro.
Couldn't exactly say for sure, but he doesn't think he did. When he showed up at Sonic's place, the weirdo suddenly jumped out and attacked him. So Saitama
I punched him.
him.
Hey, One Punch Man.
He received the same treatment that Sonic and Flashy Flash had, and now the speedy duo could only stare and hope that their brains would catch up to their reality eventually. With that, the fate
That's pretty much it right now.
of that man is way closer to the webcomic version, but at least here we have confirmation that he's still alive.
Yeah, he's alive. But like I said, either they're gonna go ahead and take him to the lab, cause we gotta see how they're gonna play out.
So maybe he'll be able to be turned back into a human after all.
Yeah.
Although, that begs the question of where he'd fit into the story from there. The Heavenly Ninja Party.
That's a good question, bro. Bro, if he, bro, he can go, see, it's hard, cause, you know, like when Saitama and Cosmic Gara, they were fighting, them little Blast little heroes, we don't know who those was though. One of them had to be Empty Goat, bro. One of them had to be Empty Goat, and the little shadows, one of them had to be Empty Goat, bro. One of them had to be him.
Exchanged looks. Then they all burst out into laughter. This obviously had to be a practical joke. There's no way that could ever be that man.
But see, at the same time, they told me One Punch the Empty Goat. And you remember on them redraws we had, Empty Goat probably like gonna like suck they blood and all that stuff so he can like get some more energy or something like that. That what I'm going with, but we don't know, bro. We don't know how this is gonna play out.
You know, the guy they dedicated their entire lives to. The guy who had more than an entire...
This was the one. This right here, the one when Empty Goat came and sucked all their blood up. He probably used this scan on the next one. We don't know though. If he do, that'll be hard. Like he came back, okay, he recovered a little bit. But then again, just take him to the lab. Like I said, this the only way I can see it play out. If like suck all that energy, all their blood or whatever that stuff he did last time and bring them back like how they were. Or just take it to the lab.
Year of publication dedicated to his reveal. Yeah, I think we can all relate to the Teninto at this point. A moment later, they were all furious and brandishing their weapons. Fair enough. They refused to have their dedication mocked like this. To that,
One tap on scene. How is this even possible?
Saitama gave them the same treatment as their leader.
Like, cause when I saw this, I'm like, I was confused, bro. Cause like, it went from this to this. I can't even explain it. It basically one tap. I see. I don't even try to think too hard, cause this right here is just gotta roll with it, bro.
That Saitama gave them the same treatment as their leader, albeit a bit more gently since they're not deeper in the ground. Based on his prior grievances, it made total sense to Saitama that these idiots are all ninjas. That implication immediately put Flashy Flash on the defensive. He told Saitama not to associate him with their group, which annoyed the bald hero since Flashy Flash is literally one of them. Interrupting that, Sonic asked Saitama what he's even doing here in the first place. Saitama explained that after hearing the situation, he figured it would be best to get Blast involved. Really, it seems like he passed his walking duties on to Blast while he headed over to Sonic's place. But Sonic didn't care about any of that. He was more focused on why Saitama came to his hideout. Yet another response that pissed Saitama off. He whacked the brat upside the head.
I like this right here, bro. These just type stuff I like when they have Saitama doing all this little silly stuff, bro. I love this stuff. I love these type of things right here, bro.
Head with one of the creepy invitation letters. Sonic has been spamming him to come over for over a month now. Yeah, Sonic didn't have a comeback for that one. Now, surprisingly, the Heavenly Ninja Party members all woke back up. These guys just won't stay down. Seriously, They fought a fierce battle against Flash and Sonic, took Portal Fist to the face from Blast, and followed it all up with a Saitama-induced sleepy time. Empty Void might just be a joke in this version, but clearly, the Ninja Village got at least one thing right. But just then, the sky began to split. Saitama was the first to notice. The angular dimensional breach continued to expand over the abandoned—
This gotta be another dimension, bro. Another dimension. And look, that's another— this right here is another dimension in front of another dimension beyond the other dimension. Bro, we in there. We in there, bro.
City. Staring up with wide eyes, Blast
This is
seemed
not
to know
good.
what was going on, and it was not good. Two flaming-eyed kaiju emerged.
Bro, these are like God avatars or something. Cause you can tell. I just saw the eyes, you know, on the little aura, little flaming stuff. Cause how it was with Empty Goat, and then with Cosmic Garu, and now with these, bro, God avatars, pets or whatever.
From the dimensional severance. One was a saber-toothed tiger, and the other was a snapping turtle with tusks. All of the ninja were on their feet and terrified. And I've got to point out that the eyes of these monsters are very similar to how Empty Voids were during
the God stuff, bro. These are God avatar pets.
Redraws. So although I don't expect him to be responsible, this is clearly God-related stuff.
Yeah, see, I don't think that. See, I was seeing on social media some people thinking like Empty Goat did that. Nah, buddy. That me, I feel like that's just a little too much. That's a little too reaching. That's reaching right there. But nah, I don't think that Empty Goat doing that right there. No, sir.
Upon closer inspection, it seems like these two monsters might be based on the four guardians from Chinese and Japanese mythology, namely the white tiger Byakko of the west and the black tortoise Genbu of the north.
Ooh.
Saitama aside, everyone was totally freaking out. And thanks to Saitama's commentary, we know that these monsters are even bigger than Rover was during the Monster Association raid. And if that is indicative of their power in the slightest, then we are looking at two really dangerous disaster-level dragon threats. Also, that's further confirmation that Saitama has no idea that Rover is the same monstrous mutt that he met underground. Blast cursed himself. Apparently, this is a result of him straying too far from his post.
See, that part. See, this part right here. This is the only thing I'm more concerned about now. What do he mean by this? What do he mean by that, bro? That way. That's all I want to know right there. What do he mean by this right here? Well, I'm ready for the next chapter.
This line is really interesting.
Yes, that one I need to know, bro. Like, just give us the juice. We gotta wait next episode, bro.
Might even give us some insights into what'll be in store for us with this new direction. If Blast is suffering the consequences,
this gotta be like one of these gotta be like Empty Goat, like in the future. One of these, cause we know that Deep Sea King right there, and then that Beast. I don't know who that other female was, but I think this right here either had to be Empty Goat or this one. I don't know.
Not being where he belongs.
See. We know that Beast King. We know Baru's somewhere. We know Lord Baru's in with this squad. It could be Lord Baru's right here. We know that the Beast. Empty Goat? Or they could be Empty Goat. Or they could be Empty Goat. Or that could be Empty Goat. We need to know, bro. Oh, I need to know. And I don't know who this is. It could be that mosquito girl. Or it could be, I don't know, Fubuki. I don't know.
Then that probably explains and might even give us some insights into what'll be in store for us with this new direction. If Blast is suffering the consequences of not being where he belongs, then that probably explains why he's usually away from Earth. It just goes to show how integral his existence is to the planet's safety. And if that's the case, then once this is resolved, God willing, Blast runs off to another dimension, and we won't have to worry about him triggering any more redraws. One and Murata could use some time to figure out what they really want to do with him. But if his time is so sensitive, then what the heck was he doing drinking tea and socializing at Saitama's place?
He probably was too close. I mean, too far away from his position. That I can think of, bro.
Regardless, this might just be Murata's way of giving Blast the boot. Saitama asks the others if they think the big animals are looking for food. While the tiger sniffed around, the turtle noticed something close to Saitama. Rover launched a beam attack on sight, and the breach monsters returned the favor immediately. With that, it looks like Rover might just be related to these guys. If they come from the same place, then that opens a whole new can of worms. Unfortunately, Rover's beam was no match for theirs and was easily dwarfed. And just like that, a huge part of the city
Bro, this. Bro is fighting god creatures.
Was obliterated. This level of power on display looks to be on par with
That thing almost destroyed the whole city. Barely.
that of the Monster Association's executives. But thankfully, like with that situation, this is an abandoned city we're talking about, so there probably aren't any casualties. And luckily, Blast can just teleport them all to safety. Now, although Empty Void's defeat was similar to how the webcomic handled it, as it stands, it doesn't look like Sonic and Flash will be inheriting the monster's weapons and scrolls. Technically, webcomic Saitama only gave them those because he accidentally broke Flashy Flash's sword when they first met. In the manga version, his sword breaking was mostly due to bad luck, and even if Saitama tried to, it might be a bit awkward with the Heavenly Ninja Party still around. But oh man guys, what a relief. It's crazy to think that we went through all that suffering just to wind up here with a simple outcome.
I love it though.
Only manga fans will know the pain and suffering that this arc caused. That said, I would love nothing more than to have the manga going crazy again, just in time for season 3 of the anime to drop, and the hype levels to rise to the stratosphere.
Rise back up, boy. But we in now.
It has been a very long wait, but hopefully you guys are ready to really enjoy this series again. If so, let us know in the comments. As always, I'm Sliceable Otaku. Thank you all.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen, bro. Bro, I am so ready for this, bro. So much going on. I want to know what Blast going through, bro. And what gonna happen? Will he get the swords and all that? But bro, we gotta let Marauder cook, bro. We gotta let Marauder cook, but you already know. Think about that shit.